This is Medina. So if we were going to Quba, that would be 0.8. So you have the Qal'a Quba, Atban bil Malik. Modern Medina, all new development. The hotel. Prophet's prayer, sending a blessing to the people of Medina. The Vision 2030. Absolutely gorgeous. Just prayed the Fajr prayer here at the Masjid Quba. The Prophet would come here on a camel, or he would come walking regularly, because it's one of the first mosques in Islam. And this particular mosque is considered one of the first mosques in Medina. And the Prophet would come walking from his house, which now of course is Masjid al-Nabi, straight to this place. And praying here gives you the reward of a accepted Umrah, so it has a lot of value. And just got a Fajr prayer, prayed the Fajr prayer, and got a own taxi, so I'm gonna walk it back. So, you know, the Prophet used to come on a camel, and then he used to sometimes come walking, so we'll try and do a mixture of the two. It's about 35 to 40-minute walk from the Masjid al-Nabi. It could take a little longer depending on how you walk. Otherwise it's 5 minutes by car, and also you would be able to walk through the Darb Sunnah, which is a pathway they've created, a boulevard type thing, which leads straight from Bab number 310 of Masjid al-Nabi all the way straight towards the this Masjid al-Quba. It's one straight path, and the government has been evacuated. They've cleared a lot of area to build this path known as Darb Sunnah, so you can come straight to it. It's much less crowded than Masjid al-Nabi. Has a lovely feel to it. This is like the courtyard. It's open, and then at the front you've got the minbar. Very well designed. Then you have the dome, the minarets. So there's a lot of reward coming in, and this is our final morning prayer here in Medina, and thought I'd pray here just so you can get the reward, and we can also possibly walk on the Darb al-Sunnah of the Prophet as well. Nearby you also have Masjid Jum'ah, which was the first place where the Prophet offered the Jum'ah prayer. But this was one of his favorite places to pray in Medina. He would come here often, every Saturday, they say, and offer prayers here. Of course, this mosque is new, but it marks the spot where the Prophet would pray, and it's in his footsteps. So see, the architecture reflects the simplicity of Medina, and how and that's how the architecture should be. To be honest, Medina is known for its simplicity, for its austereness, and this does reflect that. And when you look at the mosque from the outside, it's still very beautiful, but just the whitewashed color and the design, the lattice work. You've got palm trees on the other side. It does have a very. I had prayed Fajr prayers early morning, and yeah, final prayer, and it's nice to go to Umrah and gain the thawab of an Umrah also by praying here. So this is Darb Sunnah just here. So it's a very open boulevard, and it leads straight to Masjid Nabavi. So we're gonna just walk here. Those birds are absolutely beautiful. So we're gonna walk down this boulevard, about 25-minute walk, and it goes straight to Masjid Nabavi. You can see. So this is Darb Sunnah, and wow, a lovely sort of open pathway. This is something positive, something really nice. The date palms, the nice sitting areas. No cars are coming this way, and that's quite nice. Everyone can walk. And these date palms are tied up at the moment from the top. And when they'll be opened up, they will look really nice. Traditional trees found in this area, arak tree or the samar tree found in Medina. So it's all lit up, and you just can't go wrong. It's a straight path from one mosque to the other mosque, and they call it Darb Sunnah because it follows the tradition of the Prophet, who would walk or ride to Masjid Nabawi, to Masjid Quba. And you could even get a electric scooter, and you can ride all the way here. Shame there's not enough days here. Would love to explore this area a little more, but there's only so much you can do, and there's a lot of heritage and history here to explore. That's the view of Masjid Quba from Darb Sunnah. Really pretty, really nice, green, and of course it's quite different to what it might have been in the past, desert or just rugged landscape, but it's very green here. Just making a little detour into a nice little oasis. And can you hear the sound? Let's have a look at this oasis. This is really nice. Early morning walk and a stroll around here. Be absolutely beautiful. So what we got here, قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم اللهم بارك لأهل المدينة في مدينتهم وبارك لهم في صاعهم وبارك لهم في مدهم. So the Prophet's prayer, sending a blessing to the people of Medina, and so this is the potential design on what's going to go on here. Some nice houses. The Vision 2030 to turn this into a modern yet historical destination. This is amazing. Palm tree groves on your left, oasis of palm trees, date palms, lovely greenery, a brilliant pathway, and looks like on the side there's going to be some really nice architecture. A lot of thought has gone into this, and it is impressive. It gives a lot of facility to the people around here, to the visitors, and it's definitely an attraction, and it will be a greater attraction with all the other things that are going to be taking place here. So it's not all doom and gloom. It's actually some really positive things here, and this is a very, very modern piece of urban development, but still connected with deep roots, hence the name of the place, Darb Sunnah, the path of the Sunnah and the path that the Prophet would take. That oasis just there, you've got electric bikes there, and this is just beautiful. You can imagine back in the day in Medina, people walking through groves of date palms, walking through these date groves, oases. So you have the Qal'a Quba, Atban bil Malik Mosque, Jama'a Mosque, and Al Haram al Nabavi. So here we go. And that's that mosque which we just mentioned. And we're heading towards the Haram al Nabawi. There's a lot to Medina, and that central area where the mosque is, the Masjid al-Nabawi is obviously the epicenter, the very heart of the city. The whole city was originally, Medina city was nothing. So Medina city originally was just the mosque of the Prophet. It was just that very building, the houses associated with it. But as with time it developed, it got bigger and bigger. You had, and the latest development, of course, or the last sort of size of Medina, it did have a wall around it at the time of the Ottomans, which was destroyed. And then, but I do like that idea, having the old city and the modern city. Like you have in Jerusalem, you have the old city, which is surrounded by the walls, and you go in through Jaffa Gate or Damascus Gate and the various gates that go into the old city, and you have the ramparts and the walls. Similarly, I think if that was kept, the old city walls, and you feel like I'm entering the old city now. that feeling of going back in time. But yeah, otherwise, very nice. Lovely design on that house. So the government was paying a lot of the landowners and a lot of the people who owned houses on this way to make way for this boulevard, this pathway. And of course some houses have remained, some landowners have still kept their houses, and they've got a really nice spot to be living because there's no cars. So that's the beauty of it, there's absolutely no cars in this area, so it's just very peaceful to walk. There's no, the sound of engines, the smell of fumes or anything like that. It's just, so if we were going to Quba, that would be 0.8 kilometers. If we're going to Masjid al-Nabawi, that's 2.2 kilometers. So let's go. Modern Medina, all new developments. You have some date palms here. Fancy having those just to take away. It looks like I don't know whether they're going to be used again, but I'm sure they will be. So now it's getting more and more. There's a lot of shops here. I'm really impressed with this variety of shops. And I was saying last night about the shops that we've got in near the mosque, the Masjid al-Nabawi, and near the hotels, and the quality of those shops selling, not great quality stuff. A lot of the stuff is cheap, sort of plasticky, Chinese made stuff, and I thought, oh, there's a lack of shops, and here we've got a huge variety of shops. I'm amazed and missed that. So anyone coming to Medina, make sure that you move away from the hotels, come towards this area, the Boulevard, Darb Sunnah. Of course, we're coming here to do the Sunnah of the Prophet, to walk to Masjid Ghamama. But it seems we'll be doing a lot of other types of Sunnah as well, especially of shopping and spending those riyals. So yeah, there's a lot of consumerism, but I think it's still good. And at the moment, a lot of these shops are closed because it's not even 7 o'clock yet. So when these shops open, you'll it's just variety. You'll just, you know, this route will probably take you hours and hours because you'd be stopping at all these shops. There's so many of them. So just discovered this today. So probably we'll be next time exploring these shops a bit more and doing some shopping. Right, we're nearly heading towards the hotel now and ending this tour, which started with Fajr prayers at Ghamama. We got a taxi there, and now we're going to be getting back to the hotel. Right, we've reached the end of the Darb Sunnah. Hotels have all started, and there you are, right in front of me, Masjid al-Ghamama, and you have the electric umbrellas of the Prophet's Mosque, and this is the end of the path for the Darb Sunnah. So it's been a refreshing walk. You could jog. In fact, you do this every day. You read your Fajr prayers at Masjid Ghamama and run back and walk it. You'll be in a good state spiritually and physically. So there we are. We've got the beautiful umbrellas wide open. You got all these people now in their robes having prayed. Got the mosque over there. Our hotel's literally just over there. And yeah, just discovered this today on the last day. It's a shame, but I'm sure we'll be trying this place again in the future, inshallah. And this is the stop, as you can see, where the Medina bus tour, which we didn't do, and that stops there. There's the mosque, there's Masjid al-Ghamama, and we're gonna just head back into the hotel now.
يا محمد يا محمد